Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my YouTube channel Foxy, and today we're going to watch different replays to help you maximum to perform in Fortnite next competitions. Before starting the video, this kind of video asks a lot of time. So if you like it or it helps you, don't forget to leave a like to the video, and if you have any other ideas of videos or whatever, you can write it down below in the comments. Having said that, enjoy the video. Well, in this video we are going to compare 3 profiles with 6 different players to show you different kind of mistakes or things that they do good or they do bad at this level or not. The first kind of profile will be players who didn't qualify and were away from the qualification in solo cashcup. The second profile is player who nearly qualified, and the third profile is player who qualified for finals. Here is Hydra first game where he did 8 kills with a win. We aren't going to talk about his landing spot because Hydra landed grotto and I'm not sure it's his normal landing spot. This is the first game. So here we are in a situation where the zone is here. We are not in zone for Hydra. It's shrinking for the moment. There is someone near and the zone is 1 or 2 blocks away. So Hydra here saw the opponent's Nighty in front of him and he decided to fight him. A little check to see if there is anyone around, and we are checking. He knows the floor is the only one who can make top G Snaky fell. So pre-edit the roof, 2 roof if he goes on the other box, and that kind of walls, so it will not be only sprayed by Hydra but also by everyone else, because that's the player who are already in zone who can spray. Now Hydra's going back to his box, making Snaky fall, shooting him, and that's what was planified. He got also sprayed by the others people who were already positioned, like Necro here and Zdex. Here we are on Nighty. So Nighty is one of player who almost qualified. He finished, I think, 158, and we're going to talk about a fight in his first game. So here, to talk about the situation, the zones here, and we have 3 players still not in zone: Nighty, Connex and Nero. And Nero and Connex are already fighting and Nighty is going to come and take the fight. So first of all, he's going to check and so he can try to make them fall. So that's what he's going to do, but we do not need to forget, like, is it really interesting to spend that much time to try to make them fall and get the 2 kill while the zone is quite away and we do not have a lot of time to take the position? We can't really place at the border there because we're gonna get old if the zone is at the opposite, so we need to go near the middle. But here he's fighting while he still have some distance to do. So even if he did some damage to Connex, try to stay sneak up, take the kill on Nero, but he's kinda late. And we all know being late in solos is almost all the time being dead. Here that's not the case. We know this full area is clean. It's already clean. We can really go there without any problems, but he still wants to go through an edge, and Nighty is going to continue like that, going to try to sneak up on Connex to get the second kill, and then he's going to continue his rotates. Okay, so now we are with Fuzzy for a player who placed exactly 2290th during this cashcup, and we're going to talk about his fight. So now we are on the 3rd game, I think. No, we are on the like 6th or 7th game. He landed on the 2 stations there and got 2 kills from the guys from Spider-Man. And now he's rotating to the little island. And he's going to fight against VCTRY, and this fight is going to cost his game. So we're gonna talk about it and see why. First of all, I'm not really sure it's interesting to shoot that early. He's still underwater, he's still under everything, and he already wants to shoot to VCTRY. And if this guy wanted to take the height, he could easily do it, and Fuzzy will be in a kind of weird situation because he is the attacker and he has not the height and not the best position. Then we're going to try to pickaxe a bit, but we see on the map Dosik who's coming to third party, and this is the problem. Like, we're in an area we can't really think about a third party, but it doesn't change anything. In every situation you need to expect a third party if you're fighting during a long time. Here Fuzzy is just managing his fight. Clearly he's trying not to get shotted, but to take some different angles. Still with our backstabber Dosik on the back of a tree, and Fuzzy is still not thinking about someone who could third party. For the moment his managing of the fight is quite good, you know. He's not going in, he's playing pretty safe, he doesn't use too much match, but the fight is long. The fight is really long, and if we're checking, the zone is not too close. And Fuzzy here is using the time he could have to rotate and to reform, because it's only 50 build. He uses it to fight against one guy who will also use everything, and this is the problem who cost his game. For Fuzzy here, all the fights, the fight he took, it's like he used all the time to fight and not to do everything else, so he lost many time for nothing. Here we're starting to fight in the storm, and we're still fighting, we're still pickaxing, and even if Fuzzy here knows he has probably more builds than his opponent, we still don't know. Here is so Dosik, and we're like, okay, now we're 3, and that's gonna be a third party fight with 3 people. And on these 3 people, that's not an equality. VCTRY have 50 mats, Fuzzy has 23, and Dosik is 1k. Without forgetting, Fuzzy has used already heals, many ammos. Dosik has got everything because he's just coming. The fight is really too long, and this kind of fights have a huge problem, because even if Fuzzy killed Dosik and VCTRY, he couldn't back to the zone, form his mats to continue a normal game and hope to win. Okay, now we are on Flutex, a pro who finished 56, and we're going to talk about the late games and not the fights as previously with Hydra. So here Flutex is already boxed, he got a kill during the late game. He has the Spider-Man, so we don't mind about being a bit late and using some mats, so we can allow him to shoot a bit to everyone who's late. Going editing, we see it's free, so we can Spider-Man easily. Can double box to edit, and the goal, he has almost no meds for the late game, so his goal is to find a refresh fast. So he's fully opening, he sees this guy, pre-edit, no, retaking the wall, and we can go in. He's late on the zone if we're checking this, so he knows not a lot of people will hold him, so he can go for it. So he can take the stuff, has some mini meds, and being late is not a problem for him because he has the Spider-Man, and Flutex played a lot with it. We're trying to take some shoots a bit everywhere, making full the height because we second height and we might go for it. Once again, being late is not a problem, and we overuse the Spider-Man because in that meta that was overpowered. We're still trying to play really aggressive for Flutex during this late game. First, because of his stuff. Secondly, because he's a professional player. He knows perfectly he can um, allow him to take many kills and many opportunities on everyone, plus the Spider-Man is not a problem if he needs then to rotate. That Spider-Man with that HP is a bit greedy, but it's not a huge problem because the height was not really scaring. Then this time, if you see carefully, he moved a bit earlier because he can't really hold the zone, so he needs to move really fast, holding still the people because we still have many ammo and many bullets to shoot on it. We're not using all the time the Spider-Man to try to harpoon. That could be better, but that's still a pretty good game. I think that's the top 2 with 9 kills. Going in the box, we need to get the kill, of course, because we also were a bit late on the zone. Get the second kill. We still have 1 kill here before the top 2. And we got many mats. No Spider-Man anymore. And we can throw the Spider-Man because in this zone and at the timing we know we can't use the Spider-Man for something else than harpoon some mats or some stuff, and we already have mats and stuff, so we don't mind. Here we're trying to take a layering a bit better because thanks to the oddman wall the height can't spray us and we can get more easily the kills from the guys on the low ground. Trying to go for the height, we have many mats. He knows he has 99% chances of getting more mats than the opponent, but the other is using many mats, so we don't mind. We cancel the height, and that's something we can do, and he did pretty good. Cancel the height when you see the opponent really want it, and when you see the opponent will not let it, you cancel. Fully typing, we still have many mats, we still had many mats. Now Flutex knows he needs to get the kill from Gorgius there, grabbing the mats, and that's just a pure 1v1 for the first place. He's on the height, we tried to make him fall, but that's gonna be really hard, and I think he just fell down with 0 mats. Just a big shot from Keiko. Now we are on Ntv, who placed 135, so 2 or 3 points away from the qualification. He got 1 kill just before the 6th, so the first moving, trying to rotate. This is a decent zone, so fully at the opposite of the previous one. We are all the time trying, if you check carefully, to Spider-Man below other builds and to be really close to the low ground. Simply if we get if someone break our cobweb but still take no fall damage, so we can use his splashes only for the white hill a bit later to hold the zone and to get more kills. Trying to spray everyone, trying to make full, and this is something not enough people do, trying to make full in late game and to break someone. We don't mind about going back to the low ground, but we still try to take a layering where we're not fully low ground but we're not height, because thanks to the Spider-Man we can continue grabbing kinda high and continue our rotates being fully chill. Also a good thing to talk about, he went on a box but he didn't hold it anymore. So someone who was fully free, he took back the kill. He knows he has many splash, so he can go back, grabbing the stuff, go back to the real fight place. We still have splashes, so we don't mind, but now we are cap mats in 7th zone, almost closing. We still overuse the Spider-Man because too late we can't use it, but we can use mats, so we overuse mats. That's really smart. Then we can overextend. We don't mind about overextending, trying to get other kills because we're on a fight good position. We check the height. The height is fully free, but we don't really mind. The most important is checking if the height can spread to here. So we just checked. Sores was aiming for Romix there, so knew he had his rotation fully free. Going back to a height layer because we have mats, falling the height to maybe take it a bit later, going closer and take every opportunities we can have. And just to let you imagine, you know he's not a real aggressive player, but he tries to take all the opportunities because that's in late game that the smartest player can have the mod of kill, just because if you're smart enough to have good position during your late game, you can easily get a good kills. And here, if you check zone 8, zone 9 is starting. Zone 9 is starting with still 50 mats and full heart. Use the Spider-Man to go hard, got punished, but still 6 splashes thanks to all the opportunities he got. You know, all the opportunities he got, he tried to get. So all the refresh he took, all the stuff, all the kind of greedy opportunities or greedy moves he did to get some stuff, he can use it now. So even if that was risky before, now he's pretty happy having that and having take these opportunities for the points first and then for the stuff. And this stuff will help to get way more points through the placements. And then even if the height is only 8 mets, we are a safe height because everyone is on the water and not, you know. Got a good first kill, and even with the what's the name? Even with the grapple and almost no meds, he got the kill, and Romix here is no meds, no HPs on the zone, and you know, won the game just because he managed well and he took good opportunities at good moments, and of course was all the time in a position where he could have opportunities they took at a good timing, and this is really well done. Okay, so now we are with Slowy, who placed approximately 1800, I don't really remember exactly, and we're going to talk again about the late game. And here Slowy, we are approximately at the same timing. Once again, Spider-Man, so we should have the same late game as Flutex, but you see the number of kills and the cross here, that's not exactly the same head game as Flutex. Spider-Man fully on the middle, and yeah, of course, getting shoot just because Spider-Man fully on the middle like that, that just fully greedy. We are too open to really allow you to use the Spider-Man, but that was the same placement as Spider-Man. Then you know, that was the same kind of placement, a bit higher than you, and you stay around the low ground. Trying to damage a bit, that's cool, we can get a refresh. That's a cool decision, would say. We don't mind about getting a bit late, because once again, zone's coming, but we have the Spider-Man. Not using the Spider-Man that good, to be honest. Oh, to get out perfectly. And we keep the low ground even if we have many mats and the Spider-Man. Not sure that's really the best opportunity. Someone is coming to fight, and we stay really careful, like we stay really peaceful on slows here. Like, check, he's not doing anything, he's not really trying to get an opportunity. And of course, he waited just the zone in his box to rotate. And during maybe 1 or 2 minutes, maybe not, you know, to be honest, maybe during 20 seconds, 10 seconds, he did nothing in his box. Mini for 3 HP, okay, and then he did nothing in his box. Even before he did nothing in his box, here there is someone, we wait really big on the zone to open. And then, like, of course, we can't do anything. He's not trying enough to get kills, to get shoots. He's just fully trying to check and to survive. And of course, being scared of fighting, you can't do anything.
Well, the video is hitting the end. If this video helped you and you liked it, you can leave a like, leave a comment and subscribe to my channel for more content. And I will say that I wish you a good day and see you next week for the next video.